read an article, I read a study, and I could find it. The study was they had a female Chihuahua. And what they did is they brought in a Rottweiler puppy. That female Chihuahua raised that Rottweiler puppy, kept it in check, snapped at it, raised that Rottweiler puppy. That Rottweiler obviously grew big, and the Chihuahua was small. The Rottweiler could crush it. And what they learned through it was a psychological study, is because of what happened during puppyhood. The Rottweiler always stayed disciplined and scared, and always did what the Chihuahua did. And I took that for my heart, and it's like, I don't want to be that Rottweiler. There is no reason for me to. I'm breaking that chain. I logically, and this isn't, it's just in your head, logically, I could crush this motherfucker. Why am I scared of him? There is no reason for me to be. So I read that study. It's like, I'm going to figure out how not to be. I'm going to break that, because just like the Rottweiler, you're trained. That's why you were trained to be submissive. 2 years is a long time. You're trained to be submissive. You're trained to follow his instruction. You're trained. And so it's like, I'm going to break this. And that was the catalyst. It was that article about the Rottweiler and the Chihuahua. It was that study that I'm not doing this. I'm scared of nothing, and I'm not going to be scared of that.
How many years between the abuse and when you read this article and said, I'm going to do something?
18, 28, 38, 48, 40 years.
So 40 years later.
40 years. Yeah. Maybe 39 years, but yeah.
But we're talking about 4 decades. So
for
anybody that has survived abuse and thinks too much time has passed, he just told you he went after his abuser, childhood abuser, who was also a minor, albeit quite a big age difference there. And like he pointed out, 3rd grade to 9th freshman grade, possibly sophomore. So 39 years later, he was able to get this
start the process of.
Yeah. And we're going to talk more about that in its own podcast because it's so involved. So I wanted to get us there.